In the series of learning programming in C, we are talking about operators in C. We are done with 4 types of operators: arithmetic, assignment, increment, decrement operator and relational operators in the previous videos. Now in this video, I will be talking about logical operators in C. What is logical operator? The types of logical operators, why to use these operators, how to use these operators, the syntax of writing logical operators, and when you use these operators in a program, then what output you will get. Everything we are going to discuss with the help of a program, right? And this video is brought to you by Unacademy, because Unacademy has started a series of free special classes for the aspirants preparing for GATE 2022 and GATE 2023. These classes will give you a detailed and structured roadmap of approaching each subject in all the branches. And these classes has already been started from 20th of December, as you can see the calendar over here. In these classes, their best faculties will introduce you with the batch agenda, and they'll give you that overview of the entire syllabus for GATE exam, GATE 2022 and GATE 2023. So you can see here the date, the name of the educator and the subject they'll be talking about on that day. It's like you can say an intro class for that subject. In that class, they'll discuss some important topics for the GATE point of view as well as UGC NET point of view. Also discuss the exam structure. They'll give you an overview of syllabus of that subject, and these classes are free. You don't need to pay anything for these classes, and if you like these classes, you can go for the paid subscription. After paid subscription, you will get a complete and structured course for your GATE exam, right? And if you will use the code JKL10, you will get 10% discount on your paid subscription. So if you are interested, you can go for it. Better to start your preparation early. All the details, the link and the referral code I'll put in the description box of this video. You can go and check out. So now let us discuss logical operators in C. First of all, 3 types of logical operators are in C. One is this one is this, symbol is this, and one is this one. This is logical AND, this is logical OR, and this is logical NOT. These two are binary operators. This is unary operator. It requires only one operand. These are binary because they require 2 operand. Now, logical operators are used to test more than one condition. Relational operators we have discussed. There we were checking about one condition, like A less than B, A greater than B, or something else. One condition we will check in using relational operators. But logical operators are used to test more than one condition. Now, how you use these operators? See, like this, you can write some conditions: A greater than B and logical and C less than D. We are checking 2 conditions here, right? So they are used to check more than one condition. Now, what output you will get when you use these operators? The output will be either true or false. True means 1 or false means 0. Now, based on what you will get output? Based on these conditions. First of all, these conditions would be evaluated. These expressions, you can say, these are expression. This is relational expression, right? And this complete is known as logical expression. The expression which is containing logical operators, as well as you can say some operands and operators or some other operators. This is that is known as logical operators, logical expression, sorry. Or you can say it is a compound relational expression. Or you can say these are used to combine 2 expressions, right? Now, see, first of all, we are talking about this logical AND operator with one example. Now, this is how we use logical AND operator. We have 2 expressions. One is this side, one is this side. And it is not compulsory that both the side we will have expressions. We can also write like this: simple variables and B. You can also write constant like 10 and 5. It's up to you. Both sides, the operands can be variables, constant, or any expression, arithmetic expression, relational expression. It's up to you, right? Now, see, now what output you will get? Based on these expressions, the output would be either 0 or 1, true or false, right? Now, first of all, check these conditions. See, or you can say like check the precedence. In this expression, we have one operator, 1 and 1. 3 operators we have. Relational operators are having higher precedence than logical operators, means higher priority. So, first of all, these operators would be evaluated, right? These conditions would be checked first of all. Now, you can say this less than, this is having higher priority than equal to. So, first of all, check this condition: B less than A. B is 5, 5 less than 10. No. No means false, so it will give you 0. Now this condition A equal to B, is 10 equal to 5, this is equality operator. No, so this also will give 0. Now the operands for this logical AND is what? One is false, this is also false, means 0 and 0. Now finally the output would be what? 0. What output you will get in AND? If both the operands or both the expressions are true, then only it will give true value. Otherwise you will get false. If any one is true, one is false, then also it will give you false. To give a true value for logical AND operator, all the operands must be true. This you need to take care. Now, see, output of this one, A and B. A is what? 10. B is what? 5. Now here we are not having 0 or 1. That is fine. Other than 0, if you have any number, it would be considered as true. True means 1. This is true, then it will give you 1. Now 10 and 5, this is true, because these are not 0. It will give you 1. If I write here 10, logical AND 0. At this time it will give you what? False, 0, because one operand is 0. One expression is 0. For getting one value, true value, all the operands must be true. See, let us take this example. Now suppose A value is 10, this is 5 and the expression is this one. And we are printing the value result. Whatever the expression will give, either 0 or 1, that would be stored in result, and I am printing this result. %d format specifier, because I am printing integer value, either 0 or 1. Now check the conditions. All conditions, if all the conditions are true, then only it will give 1. Check this condition, A greater than B, 10 greater than 5, yes, true, then it will give you 1. Logical AND. B not equal to 10, yes, B is not equal to 10, it will give you true, 1. And B less than 11, yes, it is true, it will give you 1. And A greater than 5, yes, A is greater than 5, it will give you 1. So now all the conditions are true, then the result would be 1. Finally output would be 1, and that would be assigned to this result. If I write here like this, A is less than 5. Now all the conditions are true, but A is less than 5, A is not less than 5, it will give 0. Now the final result of this logical AND would be one operand, 1 is 0, so it will give 0. So the in result we will have 0, and the final output would be 0. So if you check here the condition, then you can say for logical AND, if both the operands are 0, then it will give 0 output. If 1 is 1, then also 0. If this is 1, this is 0, then also 0. If this is 1, this is 1, then only it will give true. Right. Now logical AND operator, logical OR operator. And one more condition, one more thing, one more rule about AND operator is what? See, if I am taking this expression for AND, if this is true, means 1, then only next condition would be checked after this logical AND, second one, right? If the first condition is 0, then in logical AND it will not check the second condition, final, it will directly give output 0. Why so? Because if 1 is 0, then ultimately it will give output 0, it will give you false, so no need to check the second one. So this is only 1 would be checked. If it is 0, then it will give 0. If it is 1, the first operand, then only it will check the second condition in logical AND. Now what about logical OR operator? Now this is logical OR operator. Here also, if, see, this is one operand, this is another operand, this is what logical expression. Now what is value of this one? A greater than B, 10 greater than 5, yes, true, so it will give you 1. Or B equal to 4. Is B equal to 4? No, this is false. So this is 1, this is 0, means this is true, this is false. Now logical OR operator will give you output what? True, that is 1. So if any one operand of logical OR operator is true, then final result would be true. When you will get 0? If both the operands, or you can say all the operands are 0, then only it will give you false, or it will give you 0. If suppose here I am writing like this, A is less than b. Now a is 10, b is 5. Is a less than b? No. It is 0. It is also 0. Then only it will give 0. So you can say the truth table of this OR is what? If both the operands are 0, then output would be 0. If any one is 1, then output is 1. If this is 1, then also 1. If both are 1, then also 1. Let us discuss about this logical NOT operator. This already we have discussed when we were discussing about unary operator. It will take only one operand, right? And what it will do, it will complement that value of that operand or that expression, or you can say it will negate the value of that expression or the operand. Like if I write here negation of, suppose I am writing here 5. Now I am using here 5. 5 is what? It's not 0, it's not 1. So any value other than 0 is considered as true, means 1. So if it is true, then negation of true is false, so it will give 0. If I am taking negation of 0, means it is false, but I am using this complement operator, logical NOT. So final output would be 1. So it will give, if this is true, the expression is true, the negation of that expression would be 0. If the expression is false, the negation of that, or you can say the logical NOT of that expression is true. If you are using like negation of a greater than b, this expression, the operand can be any constant, any variable, any expression. Here also the operands are here expression, but it can be any constant, it can be any variables, like in logical AND. So now check this condition, a greater than b. Is a greater than b? Yes, it is true. It will give you 1, and finally logical NOT of 1 is 0. So final output would be 0. Now let me discuss all these operators with the help of a program. And one more point about logical OR operator is what? See, the truth table is what? 0, 0 is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 is 1, 1, 1 and 1. So greater than b, or suppose b is equal to 4. A was 10 and b is equal to 5. Now see, the first is what? A greater than b, means yes, it is true. Then in that case it will not check the second condition. The final output it will give 1. Why so? Because for true value only one operand must be true, and we have got one operand true, so no need to check another one. If it is 0, then also output would be 1. If it is 1, then also output would be 1. But if suppose this is a less than b, now 10 is 10 less than 5? No, here we have 0. In that case it will check the second expression, b equal to 4. No, it is also 0, then it will give 0. So these two rules you need to take care about, logical AND and logical NOT. These are short circuit rules, right? In AND, if first one is 0, then it will not check the second one, final output it will give 0. In logical OR, if first is 1, then it will not check the second one, final output it will give 1, right? Now let me discuss these with the help of a program. Now this is a program. A is 4, B is 6, and I am taking one result, and in result I am taking this logical expression. I am writing here printf Jenny. It's okay, you can also write. It is not like that here you can only write that expression or any variable or constant. This also you can write. Now what should be the result? See, first of all, A greater than B, this condition would be checked. Is A greater than B? 4 greater than 6? No, it is 0. It will give false. And if it is false, then in logical AND, if first operand will give you false, if first expression would give you false, then it will not go to second one. Final output would be 0 would be stored in result, and final output would be 0. Let us change this one. If I am writing here A is less than B. Now, is A less than B? Yes, it is true. Then it will go to second one. Second is what? Printf Jenny. Here we are not having a 0. Other than 0 means it is true, right? So it is also 1. 1 and 1 logical AND, it will give 1 to result, and it will print 1. And it will also print when this condition, this expression would be executed, would be evaluated, then it would print printf Jenny. So Jenny would also be printed, and after that you will get 1. If you will use here /n, then 1 would be next line. You can check out this one if it is correct or not. If I am wrong, then you can tell me in comment box. And suppose if you are printing like this. Now I am writing like this. See this, why I am writing, just to make you understand the function of this logical and or. Like if this is 1 in logical, if this is 0 in logical and, it will not go to that second operand, right? So now see, here we have two logical operators. Precedence is what? This is having higher precedence than logical or operator. Now first of all this would be executed. Now here we have relation, that relational operator. So this is having higher precedence, so first of all this would be executed. A greater than B. Is 4 greater than 6? No, this will give 0, right? And in logical AND it will not go to this one. Now finally the result would be of this expression, the result would be 0. Now we have logical, that OR. If it is 0, then in logical OR it will check second one. Second, if we have printf lectures, if we don't have any false value, that we don't have 0, so it will execute this one. So here it means it is 1. So finally 0 and 1 in logical OR, it will give 1, 1 would be stored in result and 1 would be printed. And when this statement would be executed, then first of all lectures would be printed, then you will get 1 output. Now if I write like this, now I have modified it a little bit. Up to this lectures we have same, after that I have added logical and printf jk. Now you need to tell me what is the output of this program. And one more, one you need to tell me output of this one, and another just replace it with logical OR. For this also tell me what is the output, what will be the output. Now next example is, now if you have this one, if I want to print this one, 4 logical and negation logical not 0, then what should be the output? See, here we have two logical operators in one expression. So check the associativity. What the precedence is, the precedence of these operators. Check first of all the priority, the precedence, and precedence, the priority of logical not is higher than logical AND operator. So first this would be executed. Logical not 0, this will give 1, means negation of 0 is 1, that is true. Now it would be executed. 4 and 1, this value is other than 0, so means it is true. True and true, it will give 1. This one, 4 and logical and 0, so it will give 0, because this is true, this is false, so it will give 0, right? Now I am taking in this example increment operator also, so that you can revise these operators. A value is 10, B value is 5. So when control will go to this line, first line of the main function, memory would be allocated to A and B, 2 bytes. Here we have 10, here we have 5, and one as variable is what? Result. We don't have anything in result. Now second one. Now first of all evaluate these expressions. Now this is what? Post increment. So first post means that original value would be used here in this expression, and then the value would be modified after the execution of this line. Original value of A is 10, so 10 would be used here. 10 means true, so this side we have true. A greater than B, is A greater than B? Yes, A is 10, B is 5, so this is also true, means 1. True and true, it will give true, that is 1. 1 would be stored here, so 1 would be the output. And finally what is the output of this A? What output you will get? After the completion of this line, now A++, now A becomes 11. So now what would be printed? 11. And if you take like this, now here we have logical OR operator. Now check, A less than B, yes, this is A is less than B, sorry, not A is less than B, no, this will give false, but it is logical OR. In logical OR, if first is 0, then it will check the second one, means it will execute this one now, A++. Now it is post, so first of all 10 would be used, 10 is true, so finally it will give false and true, true, then finally it is 1. And then after execution of this line, A++, now value becomes 11. So now here you will get 11. And if here it is A is greater than B. Now in this case, what would be the output? Check, A greater than B, yes, it is true. So if first is true in logical OR, it will not check the second one, it will not check this one. So finally in result 1 would be stored and no A++, so final value is 10. Right. Now for these you need to tell me what should be the output. A is 1, B is 6, and in result I am taking A minus minus and logical AND plus plus B. Second is, in result I am taking, first of all tell me this output, and then in result I am saying what I am taking the expression what minus minus A and plus plus B. Now what would be the output of these two? If you are taking in same program, you can write result 1 and result 2. So you can tell me in comment box. So I hope you got what are logical operators, how to use these operators, and these are used in decision making, used to test more than one condition, and used when we are going to make some decisions based on the expressions like true or false. So that's it for logical operators in C. In next video we are going to discuss bitwise operators. So now I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.